Hi and welcome to episode number 4 of the High School Athletic Development Series. In this particular episode, I want to delve into a little bit to do with the platforms of communication within your community of the school. There's 4 different aspects to this that I'd like to touch on. The first one being social media. The second one being your online community platform, such as an intranet, as an example. The third one has got to do with email and regular contact that way. And the fourth and final one has got to do with face-to-face engagement of events. So let's touch on the first component to this, which is to do with social media. Now for me, this is the number one pick of engagement, because not only does it look at engaging with the parents, but it also contributes to the engagement with the students. Now this is not without its own challenges, and I'm fully aware of this. One of them, namely, is to do with the privacy issues that a lot of schools are faced with. The reason why I like the social media channel or version of it is that it allows the students to be engaged and buy into the process, and at that particular point, it also allows them to share that with their parents accordingly. A really good example of how this may come about is the presence or the immediate effect and rollover that this can have within the family engagement. So if they're going home, as an example, the parents are driving their son home, or their daughter for that matter, and their son may be scrolling on their phone in the car. And what comes up from that is a particular clip of something that's gone in the gym. And even more so, something that's relevant to what they've actually done in that particular day as a session, where they may be featured, in which case they can directly show their parent what's gone on and why they've gone about that. Now, the strength of the social media side of it is not only is it engaging for children or youth and their parents, it can be immediate, and on top of that, it's also visual, along with providing some context or copy that the parents are able to go back to if something sparks their interest accordingly. So whilst it does have its challenges and that ownership and who controls that, I definitely think social media is worth investigating in engaging with your community. So the second platform that I'd like to cover off is to do with an online version, or let's call it an in-house intranet, so to speak. And the benefit of this is that it's formalized. It continues to have that element of privacy and tick that box within the schooling environment. But then on top of that, it also allows it to be a sign-on, sign-off type scenario, whereby they receive information that is taking place, and the parents can pick and choose what they engage with. So the beauty of an online platform such as that is that it keeps and maintains the element of privacy with the students and their engagement within the facility and within the schooling community, but it also allows parents to tap in or tap out depending on their interest of the space and what's taking place in that particular season, or year round, their general interest in the athletic development space. Okay, the third platform that I want to cover off is perhaps the simplest and the oldest amongst all of them, and that's just being email. The beauty of email is it's quite simple to implement. It also can create groups and direct communication to the recipients. However, it's quite limited in not only what it provides, being the text and copy, so there can be a little bit of misunderstanding at times through the direct intention of what's trying to be portrayed, and it limits the particular vision or the context of what's actually going on within the facility. Not to mention those who perhaps may skip over it or just fail to read the length of the email in the first place. So whilst it's definitely one of its simplest to roll out, it's not without its challenges in missing the mark completely. In schools, there's so much communication that goes out to the community and to parents along the way that emails are quite often overlooked. And if we're looking at consistent continual engagement within the facility itself to promote that buy-in, promote that educational experience for students, parents, and the community, then quite often email might not be the best choice of the platforms to communicate with the community. Now, the fourth component to this in the community engagement and platforms utilised would be a face-to-face presentation or delivery by one or all of the athletic development team, in particular in various contexts. For me, I believe this is one of the most important aspects of the athletic development communication that's engaging with your community, because not only does it encourage a face-to-face opportunity for parents and others interested in the space to understand and learn who each of the coaches are with that face-to-face interaction, it allows it to be a little bit more engaging and creating or generating particular discussions to do with relevant topics that might be covered along the way. So for me, this is really, really important, but the best or the most astute aspect to this is how frequently these information evenings are presented. The more opportunity for them, the less buy-in and compliance. However, if there's one or two a year, there can be a number of topics or one key topic addressed, but it will ensure that there's maximum bums on seats, so to speak, to allow the coaches to share their knowledge and increase the understanding through educating and empowering the parents, but also allowing the parents and community to engage with the athletic development department through live discussion to clarify any uncertainties that arise based on the topic presented. So for me, the fourth one, being face-to-face engagement through presentations, is definitely a tick and one that should be considered for the longevity and the success of the athletic development program. So if you found value in this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you can stay up to date and continue to learn how to successfully accomplish and create an athletic development framework in your high school setting.